Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. So no, I'm very late showing the May journal kit, but here it is. I finally went to print it out and I'll go through the prompts, the theme, and just the heart behind all of this and the story behind each piece of ephemera. So the prompt is, or the theme is passions, and this is kind of journeying us through. So the last 3 months, or the last 2 months, I've been taking us on a journey. So it started off with birth, and then last month we did childhood, and now I'm kind of progressing by theme upwards and taking us on a journey later on with the next months. But this one is passions. So thinking about throughout your life from childhood to present, what were your hobbies? Maybe talk about the different jobs you've had. What are your dreams? Tracking them from childhood to current ones. And plans. So what are your plans to do more of your hobbies, for your job and your dreams, that kind of thing. And so my spiel here is that after exploring birth and childhood, let's move on and look at our passions throughout our lives. Have they changed or stayed the same? What brings you alive? What makes your heart sing and your soul dance? Are there some passions you were too afraid to pursue? Is now the time to go after them? I hope this month's theme helps us identify some of the things we're made to do, the things that won't let us go, and we do them. So these are some extra little questions or prompts to get you thinking. What were your childhood hobbies? List the jobs you've had and what you've gotten out of each. What is your dream job? Can your day job be your dream job, or can you do both separately? What is your ideal way to spend a day? If you were given some money solely so you could pursue a passion, what would it be? What has held you back from pursuing your passions? And what can you do right now to follow your passions? So some of these you can tease out, like, is it fear, or worried what people will think, or fear of failure in terms of what's held you back? Is it making a big life change and the fear of the unknown? Learning from each job that you've had and what you've learned about yourself through them, which ones you've liked, which ones you haven't liked, and why. Maybe these will help you out, your ideal way to spend a day, or what you would do if you had, I don't know, if you were given $1 million just to spend on a hobby or learning something. What would you learn? What class would you take? Or what course would you do? Or, what supplies would you buy? Just dream. This is all about passions and dreaming big and all that kind of thing. And I've just got a few quotes here to help with getting in the right frame of mind for this. So one thing is, don't worry if your art is good or bad. If it's true and comes from your heart, it is valuable and worth sharing. Because I get a lot of questions about or comments about people comparing their work to others, their journals to others, and thinking they're not good enough and too afraid to share it. And so this is a quote I came up with that just helps me with that idea, that it's not about being different, it's not about being original, it's not about anything skill level or anything like that. Forget all of that kind of stuff. Just do it because you love it, it gives you joy, and if it's expressing something true in you, then it's got so much value and worth, and definitely worth sharing. Another quote is, do what you can with what you've got right now. So this is a quote that helped me to finally pursue my passions of writing. I always thought, oh, I can't write a book until I've studied writing. Oh, I can't write a book until I've got money to publish. Oh, I can't write a book until I've learned this, this, and this, and this, and done all this research. And what I finally learned is just start now. You can write a chapter every day right now in your life. You don't have to wait for knowledge, for money, for resources, for information, for knowledge. You can do it right now. So whatever it is that you would like to do, there's some little step that you can take right now and do a little bit every day or a little bit each week that can get you towards whatever it is you want to do. And then the other one here, I've just got a prompt card as always. Things that make my heart sing, my soul dance, and my life bloom. So you can maybe write some dot points of the things that really make you come alive. And there's a quote, so I can't remember what it is, but when your greatest gladness meets the world's sadness, that's when you know what you're made to do. So don't neglect those things that make you come alive. They're there for a reason. If your heart is stirring by something, that's for a reason. It's telling you what you're made to do. And you can find small ways to make steps towards it. It might not be the big grand picture straight away. It might not ever be the big grand picture, the big dream, so to speak. But every day you can do something that will bring you joy and that can help other people. So here I've just got some other pictures. So these are the other ephemera pieces that I've chosen to do with my own passions. So this one represents my love of blue and sparkles and the beach, and my hobbies and my things that I like to do in my spare time. So I go to the beach. This is Horseshoe Bay where I live, and I love sitting right about here. That's where I sit and just journal and reflect and put my iPod in and listen to music, and it's always so peaceful and restful. The blue butterfly, again, it just represents me and the colour blue. So this is all, the prompt is all about getting in tune with yourself and figuring out what your own passions and desires are, and not letting society dictate that. Or, because I don't know, I grew up thinking that I wanted what society wanted, but it took me until the age of like 26, 28 before I realized, oh, I don't want what society wants, I want something else. And it took me ages to finally pursue that, or even acknowledge it and identify it. So another one of my passions was ballet, and is ballet. I always wanted to do it as a kid. Finally, at the age of 26, I did my first adult ballet class, and I still am loving ballet. It is so awesome. So this represents a hobby of mine, which is writing. This is one of my journal covers, and I absolutely just love journaling and writing. Another hobby of mine is music. I love playing piano. I love listening to music and dancing to music and singing to music, so that represents that. This one is a blackout poem that I wrote, or not wrote, but blacked out. Your words live in you. Write. Through your eyes, from the heart, simple, real, raw, true. So that's just a note to self to write simple, real and raw words from the heart and through my eyes. And anyone can do that. Anyone can express themselves this way. And if you express yourself that way, it's going to have real impact and meaning, I believe, and connect with people. And then this one is a painting that I did way back when I was in high school, which represents my love of art, which is a hobby. I love to draw and paint and create. And it also represents how this was something that stayed with me throughout my life. So ever since I was a child, I love to create and draw and do art. So I hope these prompts are helping you think of things that always stayed with you as well, and track your journey as a child. What have you always done for fun? Or what did you do for fun as a kid that you maybe have neglected as an adult that you might want to revisit? This one is a kind of a photo self-portrait, which is another prompt I should put in for this month, but I can do it for another month. A photo self-portrait where I just arrange some things that represent me and the things that are most important to me. So I've got a journal, I've got a book, I've got a camera, and here again a journal and pen, a bookmark to represent the reading again, my Bible, my iPad to represent music, my pencils to represent drawing and creativity, and my papers. So that's all the things I love most: reading, writing and creating. This one represents as well some other things I love, just blue, organisation, stationery and journaling. So maybe you want to take some photos and arrange some things and that are meaningful to your life, and take a photo of it and then put that in your journal. Or maybe you just want to not have to go the trouble of arranging things and taking a photo, but you can just write those things. Yes, I love music. Yes, I love Bible. Yes, I love notebook. Yes, I love books. Yes, I love photography. Just whatever. If you want to cut out pictures from a magazine and do a vision board of it or something. This one represents my love of junk journals, my most recent passion and hobby and job. And so this was the very first junk journal that I ever made. And this feather here, again, it just kind of represents my favourite colours, the twilight blue, and how birds, butterflies and botanicals are my thing. So I've got a butterfly and a feather, and then here's some florals and doilies and different things. Again, lots of blue to represent me. So there's your flower, there's a lady, and just an extra one here. And then my cat, I had to represent my cat because I've always loved animals. Originally my plan was to become a zoologist, but I found out that I was too creative to spend all my days being a zookeeper or a zoologist in a lab or in the field. I wanted to be at my desk creating and reading and writing, but I wanted to represent my love of animals and pets. So Keanu, my black cat, is kind of represented there. And then we are back to the start. So I hope that gives you some ideas and inspiration for your own journaling for May. I know, like, sorry, we're already way half through May, but yeah, hope that you can get some ideas from that, and maybe even if you haven't even done these prompts, these monthly prompts, you can just have fun if it's jumping out to you. So this kit is available for all patrons. Otherwise, you can purchase it for $5 via PayPal. So that's just to wordslikesylk@gmail.com. I'll leave my email below. I'll also leave Patreon link below if you would like to be part of that. Or if you already are and you missed this, you just scroll down and you'll find it. Or I think if you push the tab, click the tab journal kit, you'll see all the previous journal kits. So all the kits are up there up until May, and I'll just keep rolling them out each month. Okay, awesome guys. Let me know what you think of the prompt, if you've got any thoughts. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy journaling. Bye.